Hey everyone, I'm Jack. It's happened sooner than I thought, but it's time to bring these plants in and get ready for the cold weather. So you'd never know it on a day like today here in Arkansas. It's 81 degrees. There's a nice warm breeze blowing. But tonight and later on, it's supposed to be down into the 30s. They're calling for 31 is what the temperature I think is supposed to be. And that is way too cold for these plants. So I'm going to bring them all inside. I've got a window that faces south. I've got a little table set up for them. And they can get a decent amount of sun during the day. Once the leaves fall off the trees that are in front of the window, about 100 feet or so from it, then the sun will come through a lot better. But for now, it's going to be perfect. It'll get them out of the cold weather. And this table will then become empty until next spring probably. So let me get these inside and I will show you the little table when it's all set up. Now 2 weeks ago when I did the update on this Kalanchoe donkey ears, if you remember, this little baby here was one of the first ones that I tried this new technique by putting them in little pots in the soil, and it had rooted. So I was excited, and I thought after I made that video, I thought, ooh, I'll make a video, showing how to take those off. And so I set up the shot and I had everything ready, and I went in with my little nippers and I basically just decapitated it. And it was horrifying. The little baby went flying across the table and it was horrible. And so now to bring this in, I have to take these babies off because I can't put it on the table like this with all these little satellite pots sticking off the side. So I'm going to try it again with my little nippers that one of my subscribers gave to me. Thank you, subscriber Jack. And I'm going to go in and try and remove this baby and not decapitate it. So let's see if I can do that. So you can see where it's attached. It's just kind of right on the very tip of the plant. So I'm just going to come in here and just kind of take a light little nip off the very, very tip. There. So, success. So it comes right off the tip. There's a little bit of a cut on the leaf, but I'm sure that will heal up fine. And this one is for sure rooted. I can't pull on it too much because it'll come right out, but you can see towards the bottom that there's definitely roots there. So that's pretty exciting. So that's going to go inside. And then there's this little baby here. Let's make sure it's rooted, and we'll just gently pull on the leaves. That one's definitely rooted too. You're going to get kind of an aerial view on this one. So I'm just going to come in here. See if I can do this without blocking. No, I have to do it left-handed. So I'm going to do this one left-handed, so it's going to be a little bit scary. So I just want to come in, and first I'm just going to kind of look and see where it's attached to the mom. Kind of the same thing. It's just on the very tip of the leaf. So I'm just going to come in here. Actually, I'm going to switch around. Come in from this way. Come in. Just catch just the very tip of Mama's leaf. And I may have to make a couple of snips to get in there. This one's at a funny angle. There. I made more snips than I wanted to make, but the baby is rooted. And so now this little baby can come inside. Okay, so there's one more little baby here. Gonna check to see if it's rooted. Gently pull on it. This one's definitely rooted. So I need to kind of hurry because I'm losing light, but I need to be careful, take my time at the same time. So I need to hurry and take my time. So I'm going to come in here. This one is really tricky because it's curved. So I'm just going to try and find just the tip of Mama's leaf and just give it a little snip. There. This one came out really good. Nice view down in there. There's some new growth down on the inside. This one's rooted very nicely, so that can come in. So now I have 3 babies off the mama plant here. This leaf tip in really good shape. It's already kind of calloused over. Lots of new growth on mama. Got some solid green leaves here, and then some variegated ones here that aren't as red as these other bigger ones that when I put them out in the sun they became very red. You can see the difference. I like the green and the variegation on it, so I think I'm going to try in the spring when I bring these back out to try and keep them out of that direct sun, just to keep them green like this. I really like that color. So here's the babies. We got 3 babies off the mama. Pretty exciting. And where I live, I probably won't be able to bring these back outside until maybe late March. So they'll have a good, nice rest inside. Don't have to worry about bugs or anything like that. So let's get these inside because the sun is just about ready to set. So here they are inside, all snug on their little tabletop. I have just the right size table. They all fit perfectly. And so what happens is in the morning, the sun starts shining through here, kind of like this. And then as the day goes, it widens across the table, and that band of light comes this way and then shifts around over all these plants. So throughout the day, they get a pretty good amount of sunlight. And I'm glad I brought them in when I did, because the following morning there was frost all over the ground. So as a result too, Jamie and I have the sniffles, and so you'll probably hear me sniffling and not sounding very good right now, and I apologize for that. But here they are. I'm trying to keep the room about 60 degrees. We have like dual paned storm windows. There is a window here that opens, and then between this window pane and this one, there's a gap. So it just kind of creates an airspace in there that helps keep that cold air from coming in. Well, there's a set of windows kind of behind this table off to the side, and I've opened that first window to let that, cold glass from the outside kind of radiate into the room, just to try and keep it down around 60 degrees. And that way all these plants can go into dormancy. Not so much this table here. A lot of them here aren't really going to go dormant, and they'll continue to grow through the winter. And the ones that will go dormant are the ones on the grow rack, the cacti, and there are a bunch of succulents on there too. So basically keeping the room cold is just for the cacti. So I just wanted to share this with you about bringing your plants in for the winter. If you have a spot that has a south-facing window, which this has, it works out perfectly. So if you have succulents and cacti growing outside, consider bringing them in for the winter and keep them warm. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click that thumbs up for me. Subscribe to see more videos, and until the next time, thanks for watching.